Well, unfortunately, we were on the phone as we drove up to Fort Clatsop, and look at the beautiful, I don't know, daisies, I guess? Look like daisies. You know, along the grasses here. Everywhere. It's kind of cool. And this is the visitor center for Fort Clatsop. And I'm going to find a restroom. So I'm going to cut off right now, and we'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so I am inside the Fort Clatsop Visitor Center here. They're going to have a lot of exhibits here, and I'm just going to kind of go through them a little bit. Sextants. It's kind of cool. I did a lot of jobs, photographic jobs early on where I had to have sextants. I don't know what the big deal was about sextants back then, but got to see a bunch of old ones. The beaver pelt. We saw one of those back in Fort Laramie. I'm going to do these. If you want to read them, stop it and read it, because I'm going to move fairly quickly. It's a lot later than we thought. I didn't realize it was already 12:30. Feel free to stop and read these. You will not have long to read them while I'm standing here, that's for sure. And I'll post zoom into some of them if they seem too small on my screen. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Fort Mandan. Oh, that looks awesome. And Fort Clatsop, which we will be seeing here shortly. There's a cool, that kind of looks like the birds we saw in the fort. Best dressed in the West. I assume that's a beaver pelt there too. I like that a little bit better than those round ones. They look like big pancakes. Now that looks like chaw. Like I said, this is going to be fairly quick. And that's a pretty cool broad axe there. Felling axe. That's cool. I always like the guns. The flintlocks over here. You might have a cap lock. That looks like a cap lock there. Mostly 3 flintlocks. Kind of cool. This big canoe. These canoes are pretty cool if you consider that they're all carved out of one piece of wood for the most part. Clothes maybe York or similar. And he was the slave of, I think it was William Clark's slave. All right, we are going to head out to the fort. Well, this is on our way out to Fort Clatsop, 100 yards away from the visitor center. And I suppose that's Sacagawea and
Sacagawea and
Pompey. Okay, yeah, so here we are at Fort Clatsop. And did you see what year it was? I'm so bad with the dates and stuff, but
1805.
1805, yeah. So this is, like I said, it is a recreation, but I think the first time I was here, somebody actually demonstrated a flintlock rifle, which was kind of cool because I wasn't familiar with those at all, really. Except, well, probably for some movies, but to see one happen was pretty cool. But let me turn this around and we'll take a look as we come up to the fort here. All right. So now, Fort Clatsop. You can see this is not a huge place. Very small fort. No real garrisons, you know, it's like they're just kind of wedged up on the sides and at pointed rails, but I think the last time I was here too, they had people kind of dressed in period costumes, but it's very dark in here. Let me turn on the light. Fireplace over here. Yeah, it's cool. Elk, I guess. Yeah, some bunks in here. Yeah, so the doors here are the old Dutch doors, you know, open on the top and the bottom separately. Now, these bunks here, I swear to God, I don't know, I'd barely fit on those things, lengthwise. See, I'm trying to see if these are both, these look longer over here for some reason than these, so maybe they had some short people. Little storage area. Storage up on top. That's pretty efficiently built. Let me turn this light off. So, I mean, that was pretty much it. All the rooms were connected there. Not a whole lot to Fort Clatsop, that's for sure. Which is good because, like I said, we don't have a whole lot of time here. Just kind of going out the other door, kind of swing around here and give you guys a view of the other side, pretty much like the first side. I wonder if, you know, that might have been like the crew side, and then, well, here's a room at the end. That's a pretty cool table. Yeah, it's like bunks with chests maybe under storage underneath. And these bunks look a little bigger. The other ones were not very big. So short people. But that room was all by itself, so it wasn't connected. As apparently this one. And there's a fireplace. Storage. Interesting. So the one area is one side's totally connected, and then this side not. Again, another 4 bunks. Same thing. Huh, interesting. I hate to say it, but that's Fort Clatsop. So it's interesting. The one side, Carol, is its individual rooms. The other side is all one connected. Each room's connected, so.
There's a good map of it. Enlisted men's quarters, captain's quarters, orderly room, storeroom, Charbonneau family. That was Toussaint was married to.
Yeah, so the question is, Charbonneau family captain's quarters was, which one was that? Captains Lewis and Clark. So maybe the two of them shared that space, probably. Orderly room, sentry box.
I wondered what that was.
gate to spring. Okay, so the back gate was to a spring, and then the main gate. Not much difference between the two.